morning, everyone. Welcome to the American Sports Connection. I'm your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my buddy Ryan Ennis. Ryan, how are you, sir?
I am doing very well. And yourself?
I'm doing all right, man. How was doing PT on a Friday? You're not used to that.
No, it was just weird. It's like all day. It's like, holy shit, today's Friday. It's good, but PT's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this shit, man. I go
I
from
think
being like 20
I'm
to
headed that
40.
way too because from what I understand, after I get my shit fixed, they're gonna put me on some type of routine.
Good. We can all use a routine, but shit, man, this is just. I just need them to like fix it for good.
Oh, I can only imagine because this has been what now, almost 2 years.
A year and a half almost, because it was July of last year. But yeah, it might as well be 2 years. It might as well be 5 years.
Yeah. Hey, one day at a time. At least you're starting to build some strength back. At least.
Yeah, yeah, that's the one good thing. But
Yeah.
you excited for Survivor Series weekend?
Yes. I'm actually excited for both of them for once.
Yeah, I'm like I've heard people complain about, a lot about Survivor Series, but I'm cool with it. Like I'm really okay with everything. Like although I do think that there should be some caveat for the winning team. Like the only thing I've heard that Meltzer has suggested in a long time that I agree with was it should be that the winning team gets like the last 15 slots in the Rumble.
Yeah, that'd be very interesting.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that'd be really fucking cool.
Yeah, or some other weird thing like maybe whoever wins gets to have the Money in the Bank match as opposed to the other brand.
There you go. Some kind of a caveat. Yeah, absolutely.
Like that would be kind of interesting.
Because like one thing he made, like if you watch SmackDown this week, and we'll definitely get to it later, but if you think about that opening promo, you've had Baron Corbin in there cheering right next to Sin Cara, who he was about to face.
Yeah, yeah, that they're about to like murder each other. Yeah, I don't like stuff like that. I completely agree with you, Rye.
Yeah, so I mean, like it's just like all of a sudden Samoa Joe is going to get along with people.
Or yeah, remember him and like Finn Balor? They were like trying to, annihilate each other 2 weeks ago, and then, well, we'll get to it, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'll bring this up real quick because I don't know if people heard about it. I had sent it to you, right before we started about an hour ago, asking if it's the Pro Wrestling Sheet guy, if he was like a legitimate source.
Yeah, he's also a TMZ.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so
Okay.
maybe he is a little bit more
Tuned in.
yeah.
But I don't know if people are aware of this. And when I read it, I shook my head and I sent it to you. And you was I don't know if this was like the whole reason why Ellsworth left, but it might have had something to do with it. There was like plans in place as of like this summer that they were gonna have him basically come out and say he was transitioning like Bruce Jenner and eventually challenge Charlotte for the women's title at WrestleMania. I was just like, what in God's name is Vince thinking?
Yeah, bro. Not good. I there's I'm not opposed. How do I put it? If there really was somebody who was transitioning, I wouldn't be opposed to using it if it was done tastefully.
Yes.
Because like that, whether people want to like it or not, that's a part of reality. There are people in the
I'm about to
world,
say,
whether
that's
you
a thing,
understand it
yeah.
or not. I mean, I may not fully understand it, but I am not ever going to tell somebody that they're wrong for that. You know what I mean?
Not at all. Live your life.
And it's just, I don't know. Like, it makes me wonder if that's where they were starting with him fighting Becky and stuff like that.
Right. Well,
But apparently he got a release. He didn't ask for it.
Okay.
He was released.
Okay. My issue would have been, and I told you this, they would have gotten killed in the media by that. From all sides, because it would have looked like they were, how do I want to say this? I don't want to say mocking, but like almost poking fun at someone that is transitioning because the person that they're being him isn't really doing it.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, it would have been really bad taste.
Yeah,
and you're right, Lance. He was lucky to have a job to begin with. I give that dude credit. He turned a squash match, fighting Braun Strowman into a year gig.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a hell of a run.
No, I agree fully.
Because at one point, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, his T-shirt was like the #1 selling T-shirt on the shop.
I think for like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, I think it was dumb for them to turn him the way that they did.
Yes. They just, they ran out of ideas, I think, and they're just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, like, we're done with you.
Yeah. I'll never forget, though, dude, the Styles Clash. He took off the stairs, the steel stairs when AJ jumped. I was like, oh my god, he killed him.
Well, then there's the one where AJ nearly killed him, but at the last minute saved his life.
Yes, that one too. Because he didn't, because it was, I think they always say you're not supposed to tuck your chin when you take that move.
That's the one you're not supposed to tuck, from what I know.
From what I've heard that before, because I think I've heard Bubba say it, that it's like unnatural to take that move.
Yeah.
Because he just couldn't get it right when he tried to take it. So he just stopped trying.
That's a scary move to take.
Shoot, dude, how many guys' necks got broken? At least 3 or 4 from it.
Yeah. No, Lionheart, Yoshitatsu, I can't remember anybody else, but yeah.
I remember there was like at least 3, like one right after the other.
Yeah, I can't remember the third one.
Nah, it's okay.
Maybe somebody in the chat does.
Yeah, maybe. There you go. Yeah, Lance just said Lionheart. He remembered him. I do remember that. And Yoshitatsu's was nasty.
I'm trying to think of who else. I'm trying to think if it was Ring of Honor.
I'm trying to remember too. It'll come to me eventually. Let me see. All right, then. Well, let's move on. What did you think of Raw this past week for the Go Home show?
I liked Raw. I was in a small population that I actually liked the ending. I think it was weird. Like, I definitely think it was timed off, but I liked the ending with Strowman going power slamming Kane through the ring.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Like, I don't think anybody really wants to see Strowman and Kane to begin with.
No.
But it's the rough thing. I was talking to you about this. The rough thing about Strowman being a babyface is babyfaces need to fight from behind. There's very few people in WWE that can really, like, put him in a position where he looks like he's in danger. Kane, right now, is the only one on the roster who's active because Big Show is hurt that can really do that.
Yeah, because it makes sense.
You know, so I mean, it's like, who else are you going to do without having him fight two people at once? So it's like trying to make him babyface is just rough right now. I mean, like, there are other guys you can have good matches with, but like Joe, like Owens, like, there are guys that are in that brawler category, but there's only a handful of those. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So now, hopefully, it's over with Kane. Like, Kane served his purpose. He helped get this guy over. And hopefully we don't see Kane again.
Yeah, because that almost felt like that was his send off.
Yeah, I mean, like, but then again, they did have Braun Strowman come out of a garbage truck, although it was a different garbage truck.
Yeah, there's never
Um,
logic in wrestling.
I'm trying to remember. I liked how it started off, like with Steph coming out and emasculating Kurt even more
Yeah,
about picking Jason Jordan, and you know, he gave the worst cringeworthy promo of the night twice.
yeah.
Um, but yeah,
And Roman actually served his purpose, but the issue we both had was the lines were in our, well, both of our opinions, they were forced, like, like it wasn't just somebody talking, like, you know what I'm trying to say?
yeah, like it just felt like I was okay with what Roman was saying, just not necessarily how he was told to deliver it, because I was okay with him in that situation.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was like they tried to say, okay, we'll give it some extra, like, gusto or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's they just need to let him be more natural. Like for him, it's like he puts like this hood twang on it, kind of
Yeah.
like the Usos do, but it's like you're not the Usos. I don't know. I'm okay with him being what he is now.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't need to be more.
I will say this now that we're talking about promos. I have a gripe. I have to really talk about that. It bugs the shit out of me. Is when guys and I'm pretty sure Nakamura still does it, and I know Cesaro does it. Take
Talk
your
with the
fucking mouthpiece out when you're talking.
But that's the thing with Cesaro. That's like they make him wear that mouthpiece. Like Vince thinks it's funny.
Oh no.
That's what they have a shirt where it's like I think it's him slurring, and it's like he didn't know that shirt was being made. He showed up at the arena one day and it was just made.
That's fucking horrible.
I mean, like he sounds. I mean, he has an accent to begin with, but he
Yeah, and then when you have that,
awful.
he sounds like he's got a bag of fucking like marbles in his mouth.
You know, and that's what Vince's problem originally was with him, was that his accent was too heavy, which it never was. You know,
No,
but like
I
now
never
you give
noticed
him this
it like
fucking-
that.
No, I always knew he had an accent, but he wasn't hard to understand.
No, he's worse now than he ever was to understand.
Yeah, it was like no different than a guy having like an English accent. Like he spoke English just with an accent. It wasn't like, I don't even know how to put it. It wasn't broken English.
Yeah, I know what you mean, like where you could only understand like every third word.
Yeah, it was. I don't know.
Yeah, that just I just when we were talking about promos, that just that has really like irked me. That was just a big thing. Oh, and then the other thing I really loved was the Heyman promo on the fly.
Yeah, you know, she said yes, and then he just went off.
Dude, that was like so cool. I wish they would let more guys be able to do that.
And still found a way to put over Lesnar.
Yeah, we saw Lesnar cracking up.
Yeah, I still managed to find a way to put over Brock.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, nah. And then you had Bray destroy, what's his name?
Jason
at some
Jordan.
point. Yeah. And the dad, please don't do this.
Oh, so
I'll
bad.
never have this opportunity again.
Well, at least he knows it.
Like never. I'll never have the opportunity to be at Survivor Series again. This is my first year and I'm never gonna do it again. Like, come on. And then the big announcement.
Yeah, the big reveal is Trips is now the 5th and final member of Team Raw.
Which I mean, like,
it's interesting. I'll say that because I'm kind of like, okay, I'm gonna give it a chance, see where, maybe there's a long term like plan here,
What if Jason Jordan interferes and that starts Triple H versus Angle?
It's possible.
I don't know. A lot could happen here. The one thing I took off my list after watching SmackDown was the possibility of Daniel Bryan intervening. Because that could have been a return for him in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But now he's back, so I mean, like, he cut that amazing, amazing AJ Styles promo.
Yes. I agree, Lance. Like you said, if you want to win, you need your best, so it makes sense to have Trips on the team. What was I'm trying to think, because there could be so many, like, because I personally think there's going to be, like, at least 3 or 4 different people, like, interfering in this match.
Well, one way or another, Triple H or John Cena is being eliminated from this match.
Yeah, and I'm going to lean towards Cena.
I would lean more toward, like, I would think maybe Trips.
Huh. See, because I personally would like to see, and I don't know if they would do it, is Jason Jordan turn heel. And because I think right now that's all you could really do for him at this point, and maybe have him fight Angle at WrestleMania.
Jason Jordan versus Kurt Angle?
Yeah.
If it's booked right, yeah.
But that's
that
just me, like, totally,
brutal,
like,
man.
Okay, well, maybe that would make sense.
That fucking crowd was brutal.
Ooh, man. I felt bad for him.
I did too. I felt bad for the guy who's trying to make a living doing this. The guy who spent so long down in NXT.
And they're just cannibalizing him.
Yeah, man, that crowd couldn't give 2 fucks less.
Yeah, it was bad. And you know this, dude. I'm not a big fan of the Shield, but I thought that 6-man they had with The Miz and Cesaro and Sheamus was good.
Yeah, see, they're another example of I don't like the gimmick, but they work together. Like, I just don't like how they're portrayed in the story. But working together, man, they can all put on a good, damn good match.
Oh yeah. Well, and because you've been touting The Miz forever.
Oh, he's amazing. I love The Miz. The Miz is awesome.
No, pardon the pun.
Pun fully intended. But
that's funny.
I'm trying to think of what else happened.
Oh, we had the
Bayley.
Bayley became the 5th member of Team Raw for the women.
Yeah.
And an
and on that
uninspiring match.
Yeah. And on that match, a matter of fact, they haven't announced who the 5th member is for SmackDown.
No.
So it very well could be Paige. I'm not going to put the cart before the horse, but
yeah, that would be interesting. The one thing I wanted to say about that match on Raw was, good God, did Dana Brooke take a nasty kick from Asuka?
Yeah, bro.
Whew.
Like, I was like, who'd she piss off to be told you're going to be the one to bitch smack Asuka?
Like, I thought she legitimately got knocked out. That's how vicious that kick was.
Yeah, Asuka's no joke, bro. That's a dangerous lady.
Well, Meltzer said when they signed her that she was, like, the best talent they have.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, the thing is, she's like their Goldberg, but to me, I think eventually when she does lose is when you see how they're gonna be able to keep it going. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Like that's where you're gonna see, okay, she's lost, now what? Like that kind of luster or whatever you want to call it's gone.
Yeah. No, I agree fully.
Yeah. Before I bring up SmackDown, real quick, don't forget to check out our sponsors over at the Squared Circle Magazine. You can find them on Twitter at TSC Wrestling Mag. Use promo code ASCPOD for 20% off your order. That being said, what did you think of SmackDown's Go Home show this week?
I really enjoyed SmackDown this week.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
I think the women's match was good. I think it fit for where they were.
And it was cool to see Charlotte cut. It wasn't even really a promo. It was just her being real.
Yeah.
And the other thing I actually really enjoyed, and I can't believe I'm saying this, was Corbin and Sin Cara. I thought they worked really well together.
Yeah, and Sin Cara's not even one of those guys that you could say, well, anybody you put in there, he makes them look good. So
no,
I mean,
not at all.
There's hope for Corbin. I really believe that.
And they've been actually really showing off Sin Cara lately. Like, he looks like he's really like motivated.
Yeah, like I found that weird, like that him of all people, but like
yeah,
that's
because
cool, man.
He's always had that rep that he was like lazy, and so that it was refreshing to see.
Wait, this Sin Cara?
Is it this one?
No, that guy's long gone.
Oh, dude, fuck. Never mind then.
No, this is the
This
second
is
Sin
the
Cara
good
now.
one.
Yeah, this is the guy with the tattoo, because the first one didn't have a tattoo, and then like the next week he had a full arm tattoo.
Yeah, okay. I got you
this
now.
is Hunico.
Okay. I always got him confused.
I mean, talk about a career resurgent.
Go figure, right?
Fucking, he goes from whatever Hunico was, a thug, I guess.
I don't really know.
Well, he was one of like the lowrider dudes.
Oh, no.
You don't remember that? It
No.
was him. It was Hunico. Who the fuck was in there?
It must have been so bad I just like blurred it from my memory.
Yeah, I forgot who was the main guy, but yeah. I forget what the name was, but yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, yeah, that's all you need to know if you can't even remember. And then Harper and Rowan are debuting next week finally as the Bludgeon Brothers.
Well, I mean, I guess they did keep with the gimmick, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's
as long as it's them being who they are in the ring, their work speaks for itself.
Yeah, I mean, if it's over choreographed, it's going to be fucking terrible, which is what it's probably going to be.
Well, I saw, and obviously we won't know if it's true till they debut on SmackDown, but I think I'd sent you the photo. Someone had taken photos of their outfits when they were overseas as the Bludgeon Brothers, and they were like god awful.
I liked them. I liked them a lot. Because I thought it fit their gimmick, and Red's my shit, so.
Yeah.
No, I like that whole look with the overcoat, and I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I just saw it when they didn't have the overcoat. I just saw it when they were in the ring.
Well, because that's what they're wearing their outfit, I'm pretty sure, during at least this last vignette.
All right, I'll have to go watch it again.
I'm pretty sure. But no, I mean, like, I don't know. I thought it looked cool for what it's worth. I mean, I think the gimmick is horrible, but I didn't mind that.
Yeah, no. Well, dude, they're gonna be with the exception of maybe the Usos, the best tag team they have on the roster there.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see who they're gonna wrestle. I'm assuming probably just like a local couple local guys
Yeah, they're gonna have to do that.
because they're just gonna have like destroy somebody,
Yeah.
or at least you would think they would.
I mean, unless it's gonna be like the fucking Shining Stars.
That's what I was
The
thinking.
Colognes.
That was the next thing. Maybe them. And we talked about this prior. I loved the ending to SmackDown.
Yeah, I really like the ending to SmackDown, especially with Owens and Zayn beeling out and just like fuck that nonsense.
Yeah, it's like, nope, this isn't our war. Because that's something you would totally see them doing,
Oh, absolutely.
like the character.
Yeah, absolutely. It fits absolutely perfect for them.
Yeah.
No,
And
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was the perfect way that could have happened.
yeah, I agree with that. I think Kurt played it perfectly, like with his facial
The Godfather.
expressions. You know what I mean, and like his body language he had, and he reminded me of a mob boss. Like, oh yeah, like I warned you, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I told you he reminded me of the old Kurt Angle from TNA and the Main Event Mafia
Yep,
when he was like the
you're
Godfather.
Like the third person that's told me that. That's what it reminded me of, and I loved it how the Shield's holding him up, Shane McMahon up, and Kurt's looking at him, and he just grabs him by the face, and he's like, "Wait till Sunday!" Like how dramatically he did it.
Bro, I've always loved that. Like, just that move. Like, the face grab. Because that's, like, you don't give a fuck. Like, you just grab somebody by the... Like, you... Yeah. I thought that was done very well. It wasn't done hokey.
The only one little gripe I had was I wish Braun got some more attention, like maybe beating up Shane a little more or something, as opposed to just the Shield.
Yeah.
But that's nitpicking. And I'm trying to remember. It was just weird because like AJ Styles, obviously AJ wasn't out there, Orton wasn't out there. Like a lot of their bigger name guys for SmackDown weren't out there.
Yeah, but that was also, like, what happened when Raw got attacked.
That's true, because the only big name guys were Rollins and Ambrose.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Talking about when they all surrounded Charlotte and Alexa whacked the shit out of Charlotte.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a really good match.
Yes, I do too. I don't know why people got so much hate for Alexa. I've seen a lot online, but she can go. She can,
because she's pretty, so people assume that just because she's pretty, she can't work.
yeah. No, she can work. She has earned her shit.
No, I agree fully.
Like, because by and large, most of her matches have been good, depending on who she's in there with. But that just like stood out to me, where I was like, man, she smacked the shit out of Charlotte. But it looked good.
Oh yeah, no,
Like
that
it was believable
great.
because, and I said this the other day. I don't know if I said it on air. I went to an indie show, and I don't want to call the person out because I know who it is, but I'm watching them, and the worked punches they were throwing were like one of the worst I've ever seen, and I'm just like, I'm sorry if you're gonna throw them, you fucking lay them in, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. I mean, obviously, I've never wrestled, but if you're gonna throw them, at least make it look good, or at least if you're gonna hit me, I'll be fine with it.
Yeah, fake punch looks really bad.
And the thing is, and Lance will know what I mean. Shane McMahon has one of the worst ones of everybody.
Oh, bro, he has the worst set of punches.
And it's
in
so
wrestling.
funny because in that NXT Breaking Ground thing, they say, "Oh, Vince McMahon won't use you if you don't know how to throw a punch."
Bro, and like I see, like he starts attacking Braun, and Braun has to sell it.
Yeah,
like if you go back and watch, the first thing Shane does is go after Braun, and like Braun has to like kind of like at least put his hands up to sell like that he's being attacked.
and he's like Lance just said, the friggin' speed bag punches.
Yeah, they're so bad, bro. Your son can throw a better worked punch, I guarantee.
Oh, I have no doubt in my mind. Oh man. All right.
Yeah, no, I think that was the perfect way for both Raw and SmackDown to head into Survivor Series.
Yes, they killed it, I think.
Surprisingly enough, there is no other pre-show match announced as far as I know. So
Oh, wow.
it's a bit of a...
Let me see. I'll check the card.
I'm pretty sure nothing was announced because I know me, you, and Mark were talking about Tuesday morning. Like they probably were going to announce one
eventually.
That yeah, like later that night during the SmackDown. But
yeah, nope, nothing as of this moment.
I mean, they could put a social media video up and just like that, you know, something happened.
Yeah, that's a real popular thing now.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't have to pay for TV time. You can have two guys film fucking Instagram stuff, or just have somebody from WWE.com just happen to be standing around with a camera, recording, like, you know, do to so and so the Fashion Files have a match.
Yeah. It's true, and it's not going to cost the company anything.
Exactly, and you do it all through social media. And if people don't know, that when they do turn in, then you just show them the clip.
Absolutely, Lance. Like he said, Bret Hart always said he'd rather get hit 2 inches than get missed by 2.
Yeah.
And I must
unless it's Bill Goldberg throwing a kick.
Yes. Yes. Speaking of which, did you see his 24 thing on the network?
I began to. I'm about 20 minutes into it.
It's really good. I finished
that's what I've
earlier.
heard.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you were telling me. I tried watching it on the train today, but I just couldn't keep it on.
It made me think of differently about him. Like watching all that.
Oh? Oh yeah, I mean it's from what I've seen so far. I mean, like I would get why he was surprised. I mean, like why he was so nervous and stuff like that.
Yeah, hell yeah, gone all that time. And I didn't know this. They must have announced it yesterday or the other day. L.A. is where they're having Survivor Series next year.
Yes, I heard that.
Missed that. That'll be interesting out there. All right. What did you think of 205 Live this week?
I thought 205 Live was actually okay this week. The first match with who was that?
The
Gallagher and yeah, I didn't think that was a bad match at all.
No, it went like a good almost 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. WWE's making me like not care about them. You know what I mean? Not just this match, just these guys in general.
I know, 100%.
Because like I want to like them and I want to be interested, but it's just like it's almost like okay, you know what I mean? Because I'm a big fan of Mustafa Ali, but it's just like he's not getting any traction.
Yeah, that's my dude. I like Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, and then it was because I really like his 450. I thought his match with Daivari was good.
Yes. Yeah, I was very happy to see him today.
And then I was happy to see Gulak in the main event.
Gabba Gulak.
Fucking, he cracks me up with that shit. He's getting over with it.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. And him trying to dance with Enzo, it's so bad. You know, it just reminds me of, because I was just doing it earlier with Shane and driving him nuts. Doing like when you're a dad, like really bad dancing, and you're like, no, Dad, don't do that.
Yeah, they just get so embarrassed.
Yeah, it's like, stop it, you're embarrassing me. That's what it reminds me of. But they actually moved this match to the pre-show, Rye.
Yeah, which I don't understand. You're trying to make it like a real division, but
Yeah, you're trying to legitimize it. But I'm not surprised. Because you figure those 5-on-5s are going to be, what, at least 40, 45 minutes.
At least the men's one for sure.
Oh, yeah. And when I'm trying to remember, because I had it in my head earlier, there's like a bunch of guys that aren't even being used that are like on the card. So you're like, okay, they're either going to get involved or something's up.
Like whom?
Well, the obvious ones are Owens and Zayn.
Yeah.
There's a couple others, and I can't remember them. I had them earlier.
Oh, like Rusev and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sammy, Rusev, Owens. Yeah. Not sure.
Just have to wait and see. Because that was just the one that I'm like, huh, okay. Alright, but next, what did you think of NXT for their go-home show before War Games?
I don't think it really did much. I mean, like, I don't know. I have been less than enthralled with NXT lately. This last set of tapings really hasn't done much for me.
Yeah, like, because I know you're not a fan of Sabatelli and Moss.
No, and I'm not really a fan of the Street Profits either.
They're okay, but they're just, like, whatever to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm, like, kind of indifferent.
Yeah.
I know you were happy to see your buddy Lars Sullivan destroy somebody.
That's my dude.
Him and Ono should be very good.
Yeah. I look forward to that. I really like Sullivan, so I want to see what he could do.
Yeah. I think if they do the right things with him, he could be a major player.
I think so too.
I will say I thought the main event match was fantastic.
Which was, I'm trying to remember.
Mercedes Martinez and Ember Moon.
Was it? Because I kind of just skipped over that.
Yeah, it was really good.
I want to go back and watch that then. Yeah,
well, I've seen Mercedes work everywhere, so I know she would put on a good match. Yeah, they actually gave him some time too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and check that out then.
I'm really curious to see who they're gonna have win the women's belt, because I really don't have a like barometer on where they're gonna go.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Kyrie.
I kind of thought that, but then like I wouldn't be shocked either way, because if Nikki Cross or Ember Moon won where Kyrie doesn't get pinned, they could go that route.
It's not an elimination match? It's a single full? I don't know. I'm asking.
I'm going to double check, because I was going to pull it up anyway and get your thoughts on the matches. Give me a sec.
If it's elimination, then I think it's Kyrie saying. If not,
it is... No, it's just a fatal four-way.
Huh. That adds a whole new wrinkle into it.
That's why I was like, well, maybe Ember or like Nikki would win and pin not Kyrie, so she could say, well, I lost, but I didn't get beat.
Peyton Royce is in that match to take the pin.
Yes. Yes, you're exactly right.
I fully believe that's the only reason why she's in that match is she's going to be the one to take the pinfall.
Probably.
I mean, imagine she wins though.
Yeah, that'd be shocking. I want your opinion on this because I had mentioned this to somebody else, and nothing against this guy, but Drew McIntyre just does not do it for me.
I was thinking today, could I see Andrade Cien Almas as NXT champion? And I think it'd be something different.
Yeah, I mean, they've really, like, I don't want to use the word rehabbed, but they've really, like, overhauled him to where you're like, he's come a long way in, like, 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, if you would have told me, Mania this past year that he'd be in the main event of a takeover for the NXT title, I would have laughed at you.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Him and Vega are a good team. It works, and now that he's using that, I forget what they call it. There's a name they have for it. That DDT that he uses.
That hammerlock DDT.
Thank you. Yeah. I really like that move because it's like you can't see finishers protected like that a lot anymore.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Especially a DDT. You know what I mean?
No, I agree fully. And, I'm sure they're going to have a good match. He's a great worker.
Oh, God, yeah. Almost always will put on a good match.
So, yeah, no, I'm looking forward to what should be a really good match.
No, I agree with you. All right. I have the matches from TakeOver War Games up in front of me. I'm going to run through them real quickly and get your thoughts on them.
Okay.
Right now, they're starting off. It's Cassius Ohno versus Lars Sullivan.
I think that could potentially be a really good coming out party for Lars.
Yeah.
I don't see him losing.
Oh, no. I'm figuring this is to... I guess you would call it like strap the rocket to him.
Yeah.
That's what Ohno's going to do. Just get him to where they want him to be.
Yes.
So I think Lars Sullivan wins, and I think it should be really good. Next, we have Aleister Black against the Velveteen Dream.
I think this has the potential to be a really great match.
Yes, because people don't realize how good Patrick Clark is as a worker.
Yeah, I mean, and he takes a very awkward gimmick and he makes it really, really good.
Yeah, and not a lot of people could pull that off.
Yeah, no.
Either way, I still think Black wins.
Oh, me too. I'd be surprised otherwise.
Yeah. All right.
But I could see Dream having a very good career with that gimmick.
Oh yeah, it's like the 2017 updated version of Goldust.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of it when he started doing it. All right.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
All right, next we have Ember Moon versus Kairi Sane versus Nikki Cross versus Peyton Royce in a fatal four-way for the vacant NXT Women's title.
I have no idea where they're going to go with this, but it's going to be a fantastic match. I would go with... I don't know, I'd like to see Ember Moon win it.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't even be opposed to Nikki Cross winning it. even though
Yeah.
she's a little like over the top at times with that.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, I think, she could be a believable champion.
yeah, because her and Asuka had that fantastic last person standing match on NXT TV a while back.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, she could definitely work her butt off, so.
yeah, I'll go Nikki Cross.
All right.
Let's see. Next, we have Drew McIntyre defending the NXT World Heavyweight Championship against Andrade Cien Almas.
I don't see Almost winning, but I'm sure it's going to be a good match.
Yes. It's just, I don't know, McIntyre's style tends to bore me at times.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't know if you've heard this. There now is no roof on the War Games.
Yes, I did hear this, and I was annoyed.
So now it's just a 2-ring cage match.
And apparently, from what I was reading, if you read the same thing I did, that was all Vince is doing.
Yeah.
Because, excuse me, Triple H fought to have the roof on the cage.
Yeah.
But eventually
That's
Vince said, no, we're not doing it. And then and I know they're little things that they're changing, but to me, it just irks me, is they're putting the rest of the teams that are not in the cage, they're putting them in shark cages.
Yeah. That's kind of very dumb.
It just annoyed me, and then instead of each person coming in one by one, it's when
The whole team, yeah.
yes, that irked me as well. Cause like I was really excited, and I'm just like, this is starting to sound like the 1998 War Games match, which was the last one they had in WCW.
And I like that one. That was the one with Warrior?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Maybe it was because it was 3 teams, and I was always used to it just being 2.
Oh, no, I mean, you can absolutely hate it, but, I mean, I just have fond memories of where I was when I was watching it, and I always liked those multi-man gimmick matches.
Yeah. Well, I always enjoyed the War Games matches. That was like one of the first things I had seen when I was a kid. And I just always thought it was cool. Like, I remember Sid trying to fucking powerbomb a guy and, like, sticking him face first up into the roof of the cage and then powerbombing him.
Yeah, because there wasn't enough clearance.
Oh, that's the other thing that I dislike. They're allowing pinfalls in this match.
Wasn't it pinfall?
Never. It was either submit or surrender.
Oh, okay, that's right.
That was another thing that bothered me, because I personally hated it. And even in regular cage matches, when they did pinfall or submission, you have to escape. It's no pinfall or submission.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really nitpicky with that.
No, I understand. You could be nitpicky with that. I can understand that.
No, yeah. But either way, I think it'll still be good, because it's NXT. If anybody was going to do it, I'm glad NXT's doing it, because I think they would completely ruin it on the main roster.
Well, I mean, with Vince having his say over what happens in NXT, maybe Hunter's losing a bit of his control.
Yeah, I don't know.
I won't say losing control, but things seem to be
Reverting back.
Yeah.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Undisputed Era.
Yeah, that's what for those that aren't aware, it's the Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong as one team, Sanity, which is Alexander Wolf, Eric Young, and Killian Dane, and the third one is the Undisputed Era, which is Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. But yeah, they're gonna win because they're trying to make them the next big thing. But I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it'll be something different.
Did you off topic? Did you see the stuff about the broken gimmick that came out recently?
No.
Apparently, let me find it because I was reading about it. That he might be able to. I want to make sure I have it correctly, so let me find it. Let's see. All right, here it is. Hardy's trademark claim for Broken Hardy will be published for opposition on December 19th. Anyone else who wants to legally claim ownership will have 30 days after that date to do so. If no one does, then Hardy will hold the trademark and be free to use it in the WWE or wherever he so chooses.
Oh, cool. That works.
Yeah, because they've basically done nothing with him since Jeff got hurt.
Yeah, he's another one that's not on the show that has a name. Oh, did you see they added Dustin Runnels to or Dustin Rhodes to that Slammiversary? I'm not Slammiversary. That house show that they're doing down
Starrcade.
Starrcade. There you go.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he Goldust has a match under his name, under his like his old
real life
Dustin
name.
Rhodes gimmick. Yeah.
That'll be cool.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, he deserves it probably more than anybody else. I forget who he's fighting though.
I don't know, but I remember the Rock and Roll Express is on that show.
Yeah, and now the Nate was announced.
Like a lot of cool stuff, and from what they were originally going to have it on the network.
No.
Okay.
There was never talk of having. Yeah, no, there was never talk about having, like, from the day they announced it, it said the only way to see this is by having a ticket. Like, that was the tagline.
Gotcha. Did you, by chance, hear the stuff going on with David Otunga where he's not working Survivor Series now?
Yes.
With the really, like, nasty domestic issue going on with Jennifer Hudson, which is, I read about it, it's really sad.
Well, it depends on whose story you hear, so I'm going to reserve judgment.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't mean the story, I just mean it's sad for, like, the children involved.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, because, there's two sides to every story.
Yes, sir.
So I thought that kind of sucked because I figured WWE would pull him because that's bad publicity for them.
I think the report said that he asked for time off.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll shut up then. That's probably for the best because that sounded really, really bad.
Well, according to his side, that she flipped out once they found out that the court was going to give him custody because he's the more stable at-home parent while she's out touring the world. So, I mean, like, WWE is not stupid. I mean, like...
Yeah, they don't, like, stick their head in the ground like an ostrich.
I'm pretty sure, like, if they were going to suspend him, they would have had a reason to do so.
Yeah. Did you see... You probably seen this. Lucha Underground announced they're coming back for a 4th season.
Yes.
And... because I saw it was like a little hype video that Mundo did.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw it where he put like the 4 fingers down. Meaning like the 4th season, like that he was...
I did not.
How do I want to say it? Like and it was like a quick little like promo or vignette basically saying that he was coming for like their world championship.
Oh, fuck him. He's such a whore.
Apparently they're supposed to start taping in March.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, well, when I had interviewed Ricky Reyes, who's on there, he had said we're doing a fourth season. He's like, I don't know when and when we're taping. He's like, but I can tell you for certain we're doing a fourth season. And this was months ago.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh, what's going on? I'm like, dude, I talked to the guy. He said, I've already been told we're doing it. I just don't know when. It'll be curious to see who's like coming back and who's not going to come back.
Apparently that they're not having a lot of big contracts come back this year.
Huh, I wonder who that could be.
Del Rio, Mysterio.
Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if Killshot will come back.
Who knows? We shall see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because that's probably my favorite program, wrestling wise, like to watch.
Yeah, it's good. I'm a fan.
I know you're trying to catch up.
Here and there I catch up. I try.
Nah, I mean, it happens. But on that note, we're gonna get out of here for tonight. Before we do, please check out.
Are we gonna cover?
What's up?
So Survivor Series or just what we did Tuesday?
Nah, we could just do what we did a video on Tuesday with our thoughts for Survivor Series. So if you want to check that out, it's on our YouTube stuff. If you're not here live, it's youtube.com/EaglesFan0683. Before we get out of here, don't forget to check out our other social media platforms. You can find us on Facebook.com/American Sports Connection or on Twitter at AM SportsCon CON Pod POD. Or if you're not listening on YouTube or live, you could check it out on B Plus Player Radio. The best way to find that is on Twitter, and that is at, I should know this by now, it's at B Plus Radio. You can find all the avenues to listen to it there. So, everyone, thanks for listening, and we will catch you next week. Have a good night, everybody.